Hey, what's up guys? I'm your host, SmokeyBloons, and this is King of the Hill. Alright, we're here in game number 1 between I Suck at Battles. Oh my god. And Ryan Zhu. I Suck at Battles with 162 wins, 1,078 losses. Ryan Zhu with 344 wins and 200 losses. So I Suck at Battles. His name is obviously very appropriate. I think I have to presume that he's actually quite a good player, because no one... yeah, he's going with a farm strategy here, so I think he's probably a good player, because usually it's good players that go with farms, because they're a little bit more harder to use. And so I guess he just like goes to quick battles and then finds a quick match and then surrenders instantly. Or maybe he just leaves the game for 5 minutes and goes gets a sandwich, and after he comes back and eats the sandwich, he's like, oh look, I'm defeated. And does that over and over again and rinsing and repeating. His record is pretty ridiculous. So let's see how skilled this player is. So he's going with the farms and the bomb tower and boomerang, whereas Ryan Zhu is not going with the farm and going with just the good old regular boomerang bomb tower strategy. So this is a very interesting sort of face-off between the farm and no farm strategies. There's quite a big debate at the moment between top players about whether or not farms are good on these small maps or not. And ooh, Ryan, he gets his boomer up just in time, whereas I Suck at Battles does not get his boomer up in time, so he loses lots of lives, crazy tons of lives. But at the moment, you know, without ice stalling, lives really don't matter that much for these small maps like cards, and especially when one player is going farms. It usually means that he can't go to the late game. He doesn't have ground zero, doesn't have that monkey ace, so he's just trying to use his farms and do some sort of big rush on some round, hopefully trying to kill his opponent. And really it's up to Ryan to defend all these rushes to get to the late game, and then once he gets to the late game he can just send 5 Zomo Gods. There's not really too much that I Suck at Battles can do to defend against that with just his boomerang, bomb tower and mortar. So yes, you are being recorded I Suck at Battles, and you are being commentated, and you are being shown right now on King of the Hill. So shout out to you, buddy. But yeah, I Suck at Battles. So Ryan going for a little black rush here. It should cause him to lose some lives, maybe. No, it looks like that defense is pretty good versus blacks. If you put him on last, usually it can hook around and hit all the blacks, and you won't lose any lives. And I Suck at Battles going completely crazy farm economy, getting both of his farms up to 2-2, 2-0 already. And now getting another boomer, getting ready for round 8, Rego Yellow Rush. So there's a bit of a lull, I guess, in these beginning periods, because both guys are just really just building the economies up. They're going for cute little pink rushes every now and then, you know, little black rushes. But overall, really not too much really happens between round 0 and round 12, I guess, is when the action starts, because that's when you can send some camo balloons and maybe actually hit your opponent. Occasionally you see some good Rego rushes around 8 or around 10, but usually that doesn't happen, especially if two guys are very good. And I really do believe that I Suck at Battles is a really good player. His record does not at all indicate his skill. If anything, I might even suggest that he has a skill level of maybe more like 1,000 wins and 100 losses. Nah, that's taking it too far. But I'm sure he's a skilled opponent. But we will see if he can take down Ryan in this Knights vs Challenger series. So cute little black rush here, causing Ryan to lose some lives. And now we're getting to the action rounds 12, 13, 15. You know, ceramics, rainbow rushes, really huge action rounds. Especially when someone's going farms, you can pretty much predict with 100% certainty that they're going to rush on one of these really strong to rush rounds. Just because with farm rushing, it's so much stronger, and it's really hard to defend these rushes, because they usually double the size of regular rushes. Okay, so here we go. I think I Suck at Battles is selling all his farms, going for Rainbow Rush. So Ryan Zhu has 2 ricochets so far. Will that be enough? Looks like definitely not enough, as all these balloons are getting through. And that's going to be GG for Ryan Zhu. So Ryan Zhu not able to afford that defense versus that humongous Rainbow Rush. I think that was at least a $10,000 Rainbow Rush, probably a bit more. Because when you have 4 farms, that's 4 times 2.2k. That's already 8.8 thousand right there by selling the farms. And so that Rainbow Rush was definitely over 10k, probably more like 11, 12k. And that's a huge, huge rush, and there's no way 2 Ricochet is enough for that rush. So there's game number 1. I Suck Battles leading 1-0. Let's go to game 2. Okay, we're here in game number 2, and Ryan Zhu has chosen Hydrodam as the second game. So Hydrodam, I know by now, is definitely Ryan's favorite map. He has a very, very good strategy on Hydrodam. Usually, I think with farms, he used to do it with ice towers, but now that ice stalling is banned, he does it with farms, and it's very, very good because he just goes for these huge, huge rushes on round 13, usually with the Rainbow Rush. So Ryan is starting with a bomb tower on the little island, and I Suck at Battles is not gonna do anything. Oh, got a boat. Interesting, a boat on the very bottom, and Ryan, of course, with his boomerang and that little pipe. So we're gonna see another short hit game here, guys. First game was so quick. Usually you don't see guys doing Rainbow Rushes and people losing to them, but that farm Rainbow Rush is so powerful. Really, really powerful farm rush with 4 farms worth of damage. And yeah, Ryan couldn't defend it. And this game's gonna be really, really short as well. So we might have a very short series, guys. But it depends on what they choose as the 3rd, 4th, 5th map. So I Suck at Battles going for the bomb tower and boat combination. Very, very good. And meanwhile, Ryan. Oh, so here it is. Ryan going for a farm. A farm in the top left-hand corner. So he's going. I think he went both farm economy and regular balloon economy, because I saw him send out some group reds before. So maybe he's going for like a combination of farm and balloons economy, which is super crazy. That's really, really interesting. And seems like I Suck at Battles is also finding the farms very interesting, which is very cool to see. So it seems like you know, it's cool that Ryan is showing these strategies that even I would probably say that I Suck at Battles is the top player. I mean, don't let his win-loss ratio fool you. If he's gonna, you know, use up that much of his time to, I guess, to troll the quick battles is what he's really doing. He must have played Bloons Tower Defense for a long, long time. I don't really see somebody trolling Bloons Tower Defense battles, quick battles for that hard if they're not like already a quite good player at this game. So definitely I Suck at Battles is a very good player, and it seems like his strategy is also very, very good, using the Dartling Gun, Bomb Tower, and Boat Coordination, which is a bit different from sPedo strategy, but generally anytime you have the Bomb Tower and Dartling Gun, it's pretty good strategies. And you can see here that I Suck at Battles has got his Dartling Gun on the top of the pipe. Remember, guys, if you're doing the Dartling Gun strategy on this map, put him on the top of the pipe, because if you put them on the bottom, then those darts that shoot out don't always hit the balloons that come out straight away. And so yeah, Ryan going for a little Black Rush, and also the I Suck at Battles going for a little Black Rush. Little cute Black Rushes from both sides, but with that 2-1 Dartling Gun, as well as that Bionic defense by Ryan Zhu, both of them defending that just fine, and now Ryan going back to more farm economy. So round 8's coming up, and that's a very, very dangerous round on Hydrodam, because you can go for that Rigo Yellow Rush. So usually you need some like a cluster bomb or something to defend against that Yellow Rush. So far, I Suck at Battles has not upgraded anything. Ryan Zhu has his 2-0 Monkey selected, so he's obviously ready to upgrade that to a Ricochet if need be. But no one's hitting any rushes, so I guess he doesn't feel like he needs to upgrade it. And that's one of the great things about Bloons Tower Defense Battles, is that you don't actually need to upgrade towers if your opponent doesn't attack. You can actually just put that money into more economy. And okay, there is Ryan getting a Ricochet now, so I guess he just wanted to get some more economy up, but he still wants to get that Ricochet to feel safe, so that he doesn't have to watch the start of his track the whole time. Because if you're getting ready to upgrade your Boomerang Tower, you have to keep your eyes like 100% on the start of the track. That way you can get that through the Ricochet as soon as those balloons come out, so you can get it as up fast as possible. Now both these guys going from water as their camo defense. but they're doing it in different spots. Ryan doing it in the top spot, whereas I Suck at Battles is doing it in the bottom spot. Kind of interesting difference here. So we're getting to round 13, and this is usually when the action starts. Ryan is probably going to sell his farms for a Rainbow Rush, but we're going to have to see here. Oh, Ryan's going for like tons of boomers instead. This is really interesting. And round 13 is here. Oh, so I Suck at Battles is going for a Rainbow Rush. So Ryan is quickly trying to get his ricochets up to defend this. But will it be? I think he might have been too slow here. He's so close to defending, so close. Oh, that was so close. He almost defended it. He had definitely enough towers. He had 3, I think maybe 4 ricochet and 2 bionic boomers, but he just reacted too slowly. He was, I think he was caught up because he couldn't put that boomer down, the 3rd boomer down. He's just like stuck and trying to get that boomer down, and that made him react a bit slowly. And I think he just didn't expect I Suck at Battles to do a Rainbow Rush versus him when he was obviously showing that. When Ryan was showing that he had the adequate defense with those 3 ricochets up. But yeah, I think Ryan made a couple of mistakes here. He definitely should have sold the farms faster and get that defense up, and he also shouldn't have got the 2nd bionic boomer. Instead, he should have gone for a ricochet. I think ricochets are much better versus Rainbow Rushes. But just reacting a bit too slowly there, and I Suck at Battles just takes the win. So I Suck at Battles up a quick 2-0 versus Ryan Zhu. Could this be the 2nd Nobleman that defeats, or the 2nd person to defeat Ryan Zhu and attain Nobleman status? Let's go to game 3 to find out. Okay, we're here in game number 3. Ryan Zhu's choosing Rally as a 3rd map, so choosing a big map for once. Maybe he's scared of the farm rush strategy of I Suck at Battles, so instead choosing a big map, and let's see how he goes on Rally. Getting his boomerang, of course, his favorite tower for these big maps. And let's see what I Suck at Battles gets. Will he use a boomerang or will he use something else? Is he ever going to get any towers down? Gets the boomerang on the top right corner. What is this crazy strategy? what was that? Oh my gosh. So he gets the bomb tower down. That was obviously a misclick. That was hilarious. I was like, it's like, what strategy did he use? Oh, he's using the boomerang on the top right corner of the strategy. What? Okay. Okay, so boomerang and bomb tower, both these guys. Unfortunately, we don't get to see any cool boomerang in the top right corner strategies today. But that would have been epic if I saw that. Oh my goodness. So both these guys going for regular economy, and it seems like I Suck at Battles is not going for his farm economy, just going for regular Bloons economy. So he's definitely a very good player, because usually the farm economy is better on the small maps, whereas Bloons economy is better on the big maps. Alrighty, so a bit of a lull period again in the start. There's a bit of action on round 4, depending on if they can get their bionic boomers up in time. But usually, if you're a good enough player, you can get your bionic boomer up in time, and you won't lose any lives to these pinks. Although some pinks might get through here. He hasn't upgraded his ricochet up to a 2. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's upgraded. Yeah, this pink rush is not going to do anything to him. Ryan obviously scared that this pink rush might do something to him, and he actually gets a 2nd boomerang down just in case. So Ryan playing very safe, and oh, I Suck at Battles also playing very safe. Also too afraid of pink ones getting through. And I don't know why Ryan's doing this pink rush. Definitely with this bionic boomer and 0-0 boomerang for support, he definitely should have enough defense to kill off these pinks. So yeah, so you know, let's have a discussion, guys. Let's talk about this farm tower on the small maps, because basically the farm tower on small maps is really interesting. It means that you can go for these crazy big rushes, like a really strong rainbow rush on round 13. And I guess the question is this rainbow rush unstoppable? Like, is it? I don't know. Is it unstoppable? And maybe if you can stop it, then can you do some other bigger rushes on round 15 or round 18? Because remember, guys, it's not just about stopping the rush on round 13. It's also about stopping it with enough economy to continue on the game. So you have to sort of be prepared for the rush, but at the same time get enough economy so that if need be, you can defend round 15 rushes and round 18 rushes, just in case they don't go for that rainbow rush. And these blacks attacks by Ryan are not going to do anything. So at the moment, you know, Ryan obviously lost that game on cards. He just couldn't defend the Rainbow Rush. And I Suck at Battles has shown that, you know, a very, very strong Rainbow Rush. And so I wonder if these guys do a small map again, then what will these guys decide? I think I Suck at Battles will definitely do a farm strategy again. It's just a matter of, can Ryan defend the Rainbow Rush? And I'm going to presume that because I Suck at Battles did farms on that first map and he won, he's probably going to pick a small map if he loses this map. These are just my guesses though. So both these guys getting the adequate defense up for round 8, Ryan using the mortar, and I Suck at Battles also using the mortar as defense in round 8. Both these guys still on 150 lives, so this is a sort of issue that you get when you have good players. Oh, Ryan go for tons of 0-0 bloomers. I don't know why he's doing that. He must feel a little bit unsafe. Maybe feeling unsafe against Rigo Pinks. Rigo Pinks can definitely cause some damage. But again, this is such a long map that it's pretty unlikely to see a rush. So, I Suck at Battles wants to shout out to all his friends and family. Oh! Camo Pink here, getting through. No, oh! Camo Pink here? Yes, these Camo Pinks are definitely... Oh! Okay, yeah. So that was really, really interesting, guys, just right then. And now Ryan's getting ready for the counter Rainbow Rush. And oh, so I Suck at Battles is going for it. He's going for the Rainbow Rush. This should be defendable as it's a much, much bigger map. And also, he's not going for farms. And Ryan is reacting much better this time, going for the Ricochet, although he sold his mortar. So if he doesn't get that mortar back up, he could... oh, so now he's going to get his mortar back up. And yeah, I Suck at Battles has definitely lost this game now. Ryan's completely safe. And okay, Ryan's just going to finish this off with a Rainbow Rush of his own. This is usually the best idea, guys. Just go for the counter Rainbow Rush, and there's nothing that your opponent can do because he's already spent all his money on his Rainbow Rush. He just doesn't have enough defenses up. And there's those GG. Ryan Zhu taking that win. Mainly with that, I think, Rigo Pink Rush. Sorry, not Rigo, Camo Pink Rush around 12. I Suck at Battle, his mortar positioning was just a little bit off. And so that one of those Camo Pinks got through. And actually, if you paid really close attention, you would have seen that I Suck at Battles actually changed his mortar positioning. That was really, really cool. He changed it from the top place to the third bend on the left. And then he realized that one of the Camo Bloons still got through, and he changed it again to the bottom right. So that was really, really interesting. I wanted to talk about that, but then he started Rainbow Rushing, and I had to talk about the Rainbow Rush. But yeah, if you just go back, you can actually see how I Suck at Battles was reacting really, really fast to his mistake of the mortar positioning and that Camo Bloon getting through. That just shows that he's a really, really, really high level player. You know, he's willing to adjust. And unfortunately, in that situation, although he popped the Camo Bloons in the end, he didn't have any. He didn't have any boomerangs up to kill the Bloons, even though he popped them. So he only had that 0-0 boomerang. So unfortunately, his adjustment still wasn't quite enough to kill those Camo Pinks. And then, of course, kind of with lives down, whenever you lose lives on big maps like this, it's really, really difficult situation. There's not really much you can do to come back, just because defending on these big maps is so easy. So he went for his best shot, in my opinion. I think if he waited anymore, he would have had even less money. So he went all in with that Rainbow Rush, but Ryan defended perfectly, reacting perfectly, getting those 4 ricochets up, even selling his mortar, and then getting that mortar back in time so that Camo Pinks don't get through. And of course, going for the Rainbow Rush for the win at the end. So game 3 going to Ryan. Now he's down 2-1. Let's go to game 4 to see if Ryan can come back in the series. Okay, game number 4. I Suck at Battles has chosen Temple as a 4th map. So as I predicted, going for another small map, and I definitely expect to see him going farms again on this map. Ryan's saying, I can do this. So he is pumped up. He is ready to make a comeback here. Down to 2-0, but making the start of his comeback, winning 1 game on that rally. And yep, I Suck at Battles going farms, and Ryan Zhu going regular Bloon economy, I think. U2B, okay. Yeah, so Ryan Zhu yeah, he's definitely going for Bloon economy, not going for farms. So again, we have another face-off between farms and regular Bloons economy. Really, really cool. And Ryan... Oh, see, this is really cool. So Ryan's adjusting. So just then he wanted to get a bomb tower, but he's like, wait a second, if my opponent's going farms, then he's not going to send balloons at me, so I actually don't need that bomb tower. Yeah, I might leak some lives, but again, who cares about leaking lives? I know that my opponent doesn't have ground zero. I know that he can't survive the late game, so I'm going to actually not get this bomb tower and get slightly more economy. And this is the sort of great adjustment that you can make versus farms to help yourself get a little bit more edge, to help you defend against the rushes that come later on. So yeah, just by not requiring that bomb tower, he saved quite a bit of money, I think. Because when you buy a bomb tower and they sell it again. And so I think I was just going for a quick little pink rush here, but that was just to test the waters. I don't think he's going for actual any aggression. And yeah, definitely continuous balloons economy by Ryan, while I Suck at Battles is going for farm economy. So I really want to see the adjustments that Ryan makes in this game that he didn't do in game number 1. In game number 1, he only managed to get, I think, 2 ricochets up. He got 2 ricochets up, a 2-3 boomerang, bionic boomer, and a 2-0 boomer and a mortar. And that's all the defenses he had for that Rainbow Rush, and it wasn't enough. So this game, I wonder what he's going to do to defend against a potential Rainbow Rush. That's the problem with farms, is that you don't, it's a potential Rainbow Rush. It's not a guaranteed Rainbow Rush. So because I Suck at Battles has that choice of rushing or not, it makes it really, really hard to defend, because you have to sort of save enough money to defend, but at the same time you want to get as much economy as possible. It's a really, really fine balancing act. But we know that for sure Ryan can't get as much economy as he did last game, because if he did, he won't be able to afford the necessary defenses up. And if I Suck at Battles chooses to go for that rush, then he will win the game. And that's sort of like the mind games as well. Maybe Ryan, it's really hard to tell, because maybe Ryan thinks that I Suck at Battles will think that this time Ryan can defend, and so he won't go for the Rainbow Rush. And so Ryan should actually go for more economy and just not even worry about defending, because he might think that, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much mind games in this game, and a best of 5 series, and that's really, really cool. And that's what I really like about King of the Hill, is that opportunity for, a repeat game like this, where you sort of know what your opponent might do, and so you try to do another strategy to counteract it, and that's really, really cool. And it's just adds another level of complexity to Bloons Tower Defense battles that you don't find in quick matches. It's really, really cool. Unless if you face the same opponent twice in quick matches. That might happen sometimes. By the way, guys, I think the unstoppable achievement in quick battles is that before, if you face the same opponent twice in a row, then the unstoppable achievement was like stopped, and it was reset, and you have to get it all over again. But now they've changed it so that if you hit the same opponent twice, that doesn't happen anymore. So you can hit the same opponent twice and still get the unstoppable achievement. So I think that's a great change, because that was quite a silly reason to lose the unstoppable achievement, just because the quick battles match you versus the same opponent twice. But let's get back into this game, guys. So Ryan Zhu showing that he's got 3 boomerangs down, obviously indicating to his opponent that, hey, look, I can get at least 3 ricochet. What's up? So I Suck at Battles only going for 3 farms this game. Did I count the number of farms wrong? I remember last game on cards I said there was 4 farms, but maybe I just counted it wrong. Maybe it was only 3 farms the whole time. So will there be a Rainbow Rush? So here's the Rainbow Rush. No. So that was a fake Rainbow Rush. So I Suck at Battles going for the fake Rainbow Rush versus Ryan. So this is the cool thing. You can go to so many levels of mind games. Now Ryan had to upgrade those towers, and he couldn't put that money into economy. So that was quite an interesting decision, because that Rainbow Rush still cost I Suck at Battles. It wasn't a free rush. He probably still spent like $1,000 or $2,000 on that rush, which is essentially wasted. But then you gotta ask yourself, did Ryan Zhu also waste a ton of money getting those towers for defense when he didn't really need to? He probably could have defended that rush with just 1 ricochet, but instead he got like 3 monkeys up. Round 15, ceramics could have been possible, but no one's seen any ceramics. And now look at this, I Suck at Battles got 5 farms, so many farms. But he still sort of is obliged to rush eventually on one of these later rounds, maybe round 18 or around 20, 22. Because he just doesn't have the defense for the late game. I just don't think on a map, especially as small as this, he can defend against Oh My Gods without ground zeros. It's really, really hard. So Ryan getting his defense up for the round 18 Moabs, getting those Moab Maulers up. And Ryan's looking pretty good. I think he's got quite a healthy economy. Yes, he did spend quite a bit of money on towers on round 13 to that fake Bramble Rush. But overall, I don't think he's cut too much economy. I saw him go for quite a few pinks between round 15 and round 16, so getting some more economy up. And now, see, this is cool. So Ryan's not getting his Moab Maulers up until he needs to. So he's just sort of tempting. See, there it is, right there. So boom, he just had like a ton of money saved up. He tempted his opponent to getting that, sending that Moab, and that just was a complete waste of money by iSuckerBattles. Oh, I didn't realize that he actually sold his mortar to afford that. So actually, I was wrong. He didn't really save that much money. He just sold his mortar to afford that defense, and it's actually mainly because iSuckerBattles didn't realize that he could have gone for a camera rush. That he might have just won with camera rush there without that mortar. So pretty damn risky there by Ryan. But luckily, I guess for Ryan, iSuckerBattles didn't exploit it. And iSuckerBattles, he needs to go for a rush soon. Oh, so here it is. He's going for a huge rush. He's selling all those farms, going for a Moab first. This Moab isn't going to get past anything. And now he's going for a BFB rush. Okay, and what's this? Ryan's just sold all of his towers. He just sold the Moabs. Oh, I see what he's doing. So he's going for the ground zero to defend this. So there's his Monkey Ace. And he actually sold his Moab Maulers because he wanted to get... oh, so he sold every single tower. And that was enough to get the... And now he's... so that was enough to get the ground zero. And now he's getting his 4-2 towers back up in case there's a camera rush. He needs to get his camera detection up. And he also needs to get his Moab Maulers up because this Moab is coming through. So he pops that Moab, but these camera balloons are getting through. And that's GG! So Ryan doing a very valiant defense, but there just wasn't enough versus that continuous onslaught by iSuckerBattles. Wow, that was a crazy game. I couldn't even keep up with all the action that was happening. So definitely go back and rewatch that. I know I'm just gonna go rewatch that. That was crazy. There was so much things happening at the end here. So iSuckerBattles selling his farms for a quick BFB and Moab rush, and Ryan Zhu doing the smart thing and selling his Moab Maulers. What he's doing there is actually he's deliberately not popping the BFB. He's not popping it, and the reason for that is that the BFB travels really slowly. So you actually want to keep it as a BFB for as long as possible. It gives you more time to save up money for the ground zero. So he deliberately sold those Moab Maulers to give himself more time, and then he sold every tower he had to get that ground zero, which is you know, a very good ground zero defense. But then he just wasn't fast enough to get the defense up versus those later Moab and camera rush. His fingers just weren't quite fast enough, because I think he had the money, but his fingers just weren't quite fast enough to defend against that Moab and camera rush. So very good attacking by iSuckerBattles, and very good of use of farms. You know, like doing that fake round 15 rush. That was such a good adjustment. There's an adjustment for an adjustment, and that's the sort of cool thing that we can see for King of the Hill in these best of 5 series. And then he going for that big round 20 BFB rush is very hard to stop. Ryan, I think, did pretty well to stop it with the ground zero, because I think ground zero was his best chance to stop it. He probably couldn't have stopped it with bomb towers. So stopping it with ground zeros was the right choice, but then just again a bit too slow with the defense afterwards. So congratulations to iSuckerBattles. You certainly do not suck at battles. Forever your name is now an oxymoron, or just irony, or sarcasm, or something. Well, it's always been sarcasm, obviously, because obviously you know that you're good at Bloons Tower Defense battles, and your name is just to troll people on the crit battles. But yeah, I think iSuckerBattles is a very good play. Obviously showing high expertise in using farms. And so, taking the series now, congratulations, you are now a Nobleman, and you can challenge the King, sPedo. Good luck to you for that, and all I can say is that I hope you can record some games so that we can all watch some sPedo games, because at the moment the Noblemen still have not recorded any games versus sPedo, so we can't see any games against sPedo. I really want to see sPedo games, but we can't because the Noblemen haven't started recording. So please record iSuckerBattles so that I can commentate and we can bring some sPedo games to you guys. Okay, that's it from me. This is SmokeyBloons signing out. See you next time.